Welcome to Living with Grandpa John. Today we are going to cook cow tongue. I know most of you are familiar with the Mexican version of cow tongue, making tacos. I can't pronounce what it's actually called, but it's tacos with cow tongue. It's very good. I would have normally done that, but I didn't have the ingredients, and I don't have a lot of cow tongue to practice with because this stuff is a little bit more expensive than I remembered. I'm going to do a version that you'd be familiar with if you're on the East Coast. A lot of the Jewish delis have a tongue sandwich, and I'm going to do a version of that. Okay, so first things first, we got to clean the tongue. I'm going to take my hat off and this here, all I'm doing is getting the a little bit of the blood vessels and coagulated blood off of it. I'm going to put it in a pot of just regular water, a little bit of salt, and I'm going to boil it for about 15 minutes or so to get some of the residual slime. I don't know how it's slime, but residual fat and stuff like that off of it. Now, I got this tongue from Kirkland, which means it's a Costco tongue from the meat department, but Costco got it from a company called Swift, and they deal in a large quantity of these things, but that's what it looks like. It's not real glamorous. It feels rough, but all of this coating is going to be removed after we boil it for a bit. So we're going to start with the water. I'm going to put a little bit of salt in it, and that's it for this first 15-minute boil. So I'll get back to you in about 15 minutes. Welcome back. I'm going to do a spicy mustard mayonnaise spread for my sandwich that I'm going to use for the tongue. And it's real simple. Okay, of course, start with some mayonnaise. And a big scoop. Go. So what I don't use here, I can use for other stuff. So alright, got that all off of there. I'm going to put a dab of Chinese mustard in it. Screw it, put it there. I mean a dab, I'm only putting a dab in because a lot of people don't really like Chinese mustard. Let's see, just put a little dab. And then put some regular yellow mustard. About a tablespoon. ish. A heavy teaspoon, small tablespoon. Oh, that didn't work well. Damn, I'm gonna have to get another. This one doesn't like to stay together. Okay, I'm gonna have to take this one out of here. That didn't work with a damn. Oh, this one should work. Yeah. And I add, a lot of people really don't, it's really controversial, but I also put in a dab or a dash of pickle juice in mine. But there's some salt, some pepper, a little bit of basil, about that much. I mean, it's all down to personal preference. I got some fresh dill, which I love in my spreads. So some dill. Alright, and we're going to take it, roll it up. Notice I'm pretty heavy on the dill. I really like the dill. And I try to chop it up fairly fine. Ah, it smells good. Okay, take care of that. Now, for those that are a little apprehensive about the pickle juice, you can use a dash of lemon, would work just as well. See, just a little bit, not very much. And this is what we're going to use for our spread. Now, I know some people will put chopped up onions in it, chopped up pickles in it. It doesn't need all that. And sorry for walking in and out of the screen, but you know, might as well put the food away. I like it. Maybe a little heavy on the mustard, but not bad. Now we're going to start adding some ingredients to our tongue. I got some lemongrass, and you need to smash. Bless me. You need to break some of the fibers in the lemongrass. So got that in there. We got an onion quartered up. I put a little too much water in it, so I need to take out the extra water. Now I'm going to put in some carrots. Put in some dill. Put in some parsley, salt and pepper. Salt. I'm also putting in a couple sprigs of oregano and a couple sprigs of rosemary. Alrighty, let it boil for a while. I'm going to take these extra herbs, I'm going to put them on the dehydrator. And the last thing I'm going to put in it is a couple bay leaves. I'll put in 3 of them. Let that boil for a while.
Now we're going to let this boil for actually 4.5 hours.
Alright, we'll talk to you in a bit. Alright, let's see if we can take the skin off. Alright. Let's see what we got. Now this is hot, so I'm using the tongs to peel off the skin. Let me get a bowl to put it in. So it comes off, once it's cooked, it comes off fairly easy, but of course it's hot, so you gotta make sure you don't burn yourself. So after we get this skin off, then we're going to put it back in the pot for a little while to flavor what hasn't been flavored. So we will. Okay, well, I got guests, so I guess I will have to talk to you guys later. now we're going to, it's easier if you take it off when it's hot, like I said earlier, but it will burn your fingers if you're not careful. You can let it cool down a little bit, is what I did. I let it cool down for a few minutes, make it a little bit easier. But as you can see, it comes off fairly easy. Let's get all this off. Then I'm going to put it back in the broth for a little bit. And for about 15 minutes, let it absorb some of the flavors. And then I will take it out and cut it up and make sandwiches out of it. Ooh, it's hot. Ooh, that's hot. Can't get a hold of it because it's too hot to grab. Turn it over. Oh, it's hot. Yeah, like I said, it comes off pretty easy. You just gotta be able to get a hold of it. See? So now I got a couple of small pieces that are hanging on for dear life. Once I get those off. We got this right here. Yeah, a little bit of fat here. I don't like the fat, so I take that off. And it comes right off. Alrighty, now I'm going to put it back in the pot. I'm going to boil it for about another 15 minutes or so, and then I'll take it out, let it rest a little bit, cut it up, fry up some mushrooms, fry up some onions, take the sauce that I made, put it on the bread, and we'll have dinner. Alrighty, we'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, welcome back to Living with Grandpa John. Right now we're going to do I'm going to fry up some mushrooms and onions for my sandwich that I'm going to put on some baguettes. Okay. So first I'm going to get an onion. And I'm going to cook it in pork lard as my grease. I really don't need to sit here and show you me cutting up onion, but I didn't do it earlier like I should have. Same thing as the mushroom. So watch me cut it up. Oh, this is a tough onion. There we go. All right. So I'm going to do it this way. I was going to do little cubes, but I like the longer ones better. So we're going to do it this way. All this is going to get put in my pan. Okay, and let's get some pork fat out. There we go. Yeah, this is pork fat that I rendered back in March of 2024, so 2 years ago, and still smells exactly the same. So I love canning lard. Basically, it'll never go bad. Get that going. A little bit of pepper. A little bit of salt. What's nice by having a very sharp knife, it just goes right through it, no problem whatsoever. The main problem I have is it takes me a long time to sharpen knives like this because I'm not an expert. Cut these up in little pieces and be on our way. rid of that part of the onion that's no good. Don't need that. Because I'm rushing right now. I should slow down a little bit. That ready, and don't need that yet, but put it on a little bit. Okay, I'll let you don't have to sit here and watch me do all this. I'll come back later after they're all sauteed, and I'll build the sandwich, because I'll take the meat out, get it all prepped. I have the sauteed onions and mushrooms all ready to go, and we'll go from there. It's all done boiling. Now, the reason it takes so long to fix the tongue, they put it in with the organs, and the tongue is not an organ, it's just a muscle. But the muscle is one of the most used muscles in the cow's body. Or if you're doing pig tongue, pig body. But that muscle takes a long time to cook to become tender. If you don't, it's very chewy, you'll do a lot of chewing to get through it. So you have to cook it for 4 hours, 6 hours, depending on the size of it. This one's been cooking for 4 hours, and we're going to take it out, let it cool down a bit. I'm still cooking the onions. There we go, right here. So we're going to let it cool down a little bit before I start cutting it up, but it's done. And our onions, they're done. There's our onions and our mushrooms. Now, I'm using a cut up pine mushroom, I think. To be honest, I'm not really sure what type of mushroom that was. I think they told me it was a pine mushroom, but in either case, we got it from H Mart. So, and see how it's a little bit of color on the mushroom, but the onions are just wilted. They're kind of softened up. So this is what you want. You don't want them really dark. Well, you might caramelize, but I'm not a fan of caramelized onions on this particular type of sandwich. So let that cool down a little bit. Let this cool down here. I got some lettuce to go with it. So we're going to start with the mayo that I made earlier. And get me a nice spoon so I can spread it out evenly on the baguette. Now this is I went and got a French baguette. And really, to me, this is as good as you can get. It's small because that's what I wanted, is a small one. So, because my guests today are going to be trying tongue for the first time, so I don't want to, give them a lot of bread. Yeah.
也是搞点鬼啊！可以吗？我想泡了，慢慢看吧。下汽水啊，再吃。你拿来这个。
对啊，那可以带你去。
Now, if you look at the tongue, you'll see that it's perfectly cooked. Oops. I accidentally bumped it, but I can't see what it looks like, so here we go. And you'll see that it's perfectly cooked all the way through. So it should come out pretty good. Okay. Look at that, it came out perfect. All right, set up. Put down a layer of mushrooms and onions. I like lots of onions on mine, so they're going to get lots of onions. Put that in. And a little bit of lettuce. Just one layer of lettuce, that's all I'm putting on. As you can see, I don't like the stem, so I take them off. Which is fine. Might as well use it all. Alright. Can you hand me the top small plates in the middle? In the middle, just grab 3 of those, please. This is my friend. Want to come over here and introduce yourself? Talk to the camera.
Hi,
Who are you?
my name is Billy.
This is Billy.
Yeah.
And my other guest is Mao. So, 1, 2. I think I put too much lettuce on there, but that's not a problem. There we go. Mouse. Okay, there's the 3 for them to try. Mao, you want to come over here? Hi, this is my sister Mao.
It's my brother.
Billy,
Thank you.
Mao.
Thanks.
Now they've never had tongue before, so this is the first time they've eaten tongue.
Oh, tastes good.
So, what's your honest opinion?
Just as you know, tastes good. I never taste the ox tongue.
Ox tongue, yeah.
Yeah, very good.
Do you want more tongue in yours, or is it fine?
It's fine.
Okay. No.
很嫩的，
I copied a recipe that they do on the East Coast called, it's a Jewish delicatessen, and they serve tons of tongue there. So this is what it is. So thank you very much, and let me know if you want me to try any other unusual foods. For me, tongue is not unusual, but for a lot of the modern people, they haven't been exposed to it. So, but thank you very much. I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.